if your name is Dr. Anthony Fauci, today has been a really bad day for you. We have Rand Paul's Senate Homeland Security Committee, and they have voted Fauci in contempt of Congress. Now, as most people would probably have guessed, the Democratic members of this Senate committee tried every way to get out of this vote. They tried motions put forward to stop the vote, motions put forward to maybe start a 9/11 commission instead of prosecuting Fauci, even a motion to give Fauci further immunity so he would maybe talk. But in the end, the first step of justice for American people looks like it is dawning, and look like this.
All right.
8 days ago, Dr. Anthony Fauci sat before this committee in the witness chair under subpoena for conduct covered by the President Biden's full and unconditional pardon, reaching back to 2014. Dr. Fauci faced no risk of federal prosecution. All he had to do was tell the truth. More than 100 times, though, he refused. The chair ruled that Dr. Fauci's assertion of the Fifth Amendment privilege was unsupported in light of the pardon and the testimony he offered in his opening statement. That is what we are voting on today. Not his opinions, not his policies, not anything he said from a podium 6 years ago. We are voting on whether a witness who has received the benefit of a sweeping federal pardon can be ordered by this committee to answer questions and then defy that order without consequence.
This investigation has been one-sided from the beginning. The minority has been excluded from witness interviews and full access to committee records. And information has been selectively released to support conclusions that the chairman reached years ago.
If these investigations are one-sided, it's because one side simply doesn't want to look at the truth. They want to bury the truth. They want to memory hole it. They don't want to look at the Fauci diaries and take a look at how contradictory what he wrote to himself, how contradictory it was to what he actually told the public. What he displayed last Wednesday was contempt for Congress, contempt for this committee, contempt for our investigation, the same contempt that our ranking members have shown for the diligent oversight and the exposing of the truth. The other side, like way too many Americans, have just closed their eyes, covered up their ears, and refused to look at the truth.
With regard to access to records, there has been an unprecedented access to records. They have all been uploaded on a website that you were invited to join. You refused to join. You had utter disdain. You never even asked for the password. Not one of you ever signed up. It's been up for over a year.
The reason that I asked Dr. Fauci what color his tie was and what day of the week it was and what color the carpet is was precisely to test the good faith nature of his invocation of the Fifth Amendment. And the United States Supreme Court has been clear for over a century, dating back to 1896, that when a witness has received immunity, he may not stand upon his privilege. I think it's pretty clear, given Dr. Fauci's 111 invocations of the Fifth Amendment, included questions that he could have no fear of prosecution on. He's not going to get prosecuted for the color of his tie. Shows that he had no interest and no intention of answering any of our questions, and that is an abuse of the privilege. There's no privilege for any of that, and I think there was no good faith attempt to invoke.
The goal was to wait for Dr. Fauci to make any kind of misstatement and then have a weaponized Department of Justice file criminal charges for that new statement that would not have been covered by the pardon, leaving Dr. Fauci little choice but to invoke his constitutional right to not walk directly into a trap. I move to table consideration of this resolution until the chairman invites the views of legal experts who can speak to the constitutional questions and legal authorities Chairman Paul has raised in his contempt of Congress resolution.
This motion is intended to avoid accountability. I will oppose this motion and urge my colleagues to do the same.
Senator Johnson?
No.
Senator Langford?
No.
Senator Scott?
Nope.
Senator Hawley? No. Senator Moreno? Senator Ernst? Senator Moody? Senator Peters?
Yes.
Senator Hassan?
Yes.
Senator Blumenthal?
Yes.
Senator Fetterman?
Aye.
Senator Kim?
Yes.
Senator Gallego?
Yes, by proxy.
Senator Slotkin?
Yes, by proxy.
Senator Paul?
No.
In this vote, the yeas are 7, the nays are 8, and the motion is not agreed to.
I move to postpone consideration of this resolution until the committee has an opportunity to hear from Dr. Fauci's attorney.
On this vote, the yeas are 7, the nays are 8, and the motion is not agreed to.
Members of this committee should move to table this resolution.
On this vote, the yeas are 7, the nays are 8, and the motion is not agreed to.
Seeing no other motions, the question is on reporting of an original resolution regarding contempt of Congress. The clerk will call the roll.
Senator Johnson?
Yes.
Senator Langford?
Aye.
Senator Scott?
Yes.
Senator Hawley?
Aye.
Senator Moreno?
On behalf of the millions of people harmed by Anthony Fauci, resoundingly yes.
Senator Ernst? Senator Moody? Senator Peters?
No.
Senator Hassan?
No.
Senator Blumenthal? Senator Fetterman? Senator Kim? Senator Gallego?
No, by proxy.
Senator Slotkin?
No, by proxy.
Senator Paul?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, on the vote of those present, the yeas are 8, the nays are 5. On the vote by proxy, and for the record only, the yeas are 0, the nays are 2. On this vote, the yeas are 8, the nays are 5, and the motion is agreed to.
Mr. Chairman, pursuant
I
to
haven't
committee rule.
recognized you.
Mr. Chairman.
We've had ample remarks on this. The chair will limit remarks to 2 minutes. I will give you another chance to state your opinion, which has been amply stated. You have 2 minutes.
Well, Mr. Chairman, pursuant to Committee Rule 6B and Senate Rule 26, Section 10C, I'm notifying you that I intend to file minority views regarding this resolution.
The clerk will report the conclusion of the vote, and that it is reported favorably.
It's, again, I'm going to say the same thing I said last week. It came down to party lines, and it's amazing. I don't understand why this is partisan. I don't know why one party sees a problem. The only way he would have been in any trouble was if he'd lied. All he had to do was get up there and not lie. Like anyone on any stand at any time, they're like, he's going to trap you. Trap you? No, we're going to ask questions. Just don't lie. No problem if you don't lie. Tell us the entire truth now, since it doesn't matter. And so I still ask, what is it Democrats are protecting? Are they protecting the right to perform gain-of-function research? Are they protecting the right to lie to the American people? Are they protecting the right to lock us down for no reason? Are they protecting the right to tell us to wear masks when there's no science behind it? Are they protecting the right to state science exists when it doesn't actually exist? I do not understand what is happening here, Jeffrey, in all honesty.
And as you heard Senator Paul say, as the public rushed into these files in droves and looked at a truer, accurate accounting of the pandemic through Fauci's own words, not one Democratic senator asked for the password before they went public to get into these files to read them all. Not one. So we have Senator Rand Paul. He took to X right after the vote, and he wrote this.
All right.
Passed by Republicans on behalf of the millions of Americans and their families still affected years after the COVID pandemic. The resolution to hold Anthony Fauci in contempt of Congress has passed out of the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee by a vote of 8-5. That is down party lines. Now, what happens next? This goes to the president of the Senate, which is J.D. Vance. That's a fast track to him. He certifies that to the Department of Justice. So we have two steps. J.D. Vance has to act. Department of Justice has to now further investigate. So will these happen? I believe the American public is waiting with bated breath. Now, last night at the 11th hour, Wall Street Journal puts out this exclusive. Senator Paul's committee obtained Fauci's COVID-era iPhone. Senator panel says it has obtained a copy of Fauci's COVID-era phone. That is his iPhone. No more word on that. Will that be public? Will they open source that so the public can look through that? We don't know. Will that be further evidence against him for the Department of Justice? It's just not looking good for Fauci. But again, these massive things, Vance and the Department of Justice have to act at this point. But regardless, a historic day, maybe one step closer to closure for the American people here, a form of justice. It is a banner day for the American people, at least in this aspect of that.